All right, we good. What's the word, y'all? I am Words Illah, aka Drew Skills, aka Ill doing it too, and this is the Werds Illah podcast. And I am here today with a good friend of mine, longtime friend, super talented guy, always, you know what I'm saying, doing what he does, being him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all may not see him, he be off the scene, he be in the low doing his thing. He ain't worried about what y'all up to. But you know what I'm saying? It's the one and only MIC, my man Mike. What up? The crowd goes wild.
See, my phone fogging up. Hold on, my phone fogging up me.
Phone fogging up. You see, all over the camera.
That's that breath right there. That's that hotness.
That's the hotness.
Make it hot. I just eat some. I just ate some hot fries too. Shit.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
The camera ain't melt. Goddamn.
Oh shit. But
what's the words, Illa?
You know what it is, man. You know what I mean? We just trying to keep it moving, man, and you know, give myself as well as anybody else who I've known for many years an opportunity to have a platform, you know, and just talk say some stuff, what you feel, what you thinking. That's why I'm taking the old school. Like they said, the revolution won't be televised. We ain't showing no videos of this or nothing. This is just straight. You got to listen to the audio and just pay attention to what we're talking about.
Yeah, buddy.
But let's hop right into what we were just talking about right before we started. We were talking a little bit way before we started, guys, but what we were just talking about before I hit record and got this thing going for real was gun ownership. And being that, especially living down there in Florida and how the laws are down there and how it's the Wild West, you know, everybody got guns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody grow up with guns. Everybody learn how to shoot them. Everybody know how to clean them. Everybody's like familiar with guns. It's a normal thing down there. So,
and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's about it's American. You got to own a piece because people are wild. People are crazy.
You'll never know what the next man thinking. Never. That's that. Like I said, like I was saying before we, you know what I mean, before you hit the, you know, but. My that's the same reason why, like I said before, that's the same reason why I went and got my own. When me and Sam, we went and took the class or whatnot.
Yeah.
And we went and got our well, I don't have it yet. I just got to send out my information or whatnot.
Okay.
But
okay.
Dog, you need it. You need it out here. You need it out here. And it's not even for police. My bad. That was me.
You good.
But it's not even for the police. Like I can give two shits. You know what I mean? Well, the reason why I got this was no reason what the fucking police is doing. Like it's because of these young ones out here that are hotheads, and I'm not finna ride around here not strapped. So it's coming. It's coming legally.
Hey, so, I'm with it, man.
If
that's
anybody want to get hit legally, shit.
Nah, I feel you. That's a big part of the understanding as we move forward. I think with where we've been at forever, you know what I'm saying? But really, as we move forward in the country, like people are gonna have to start realizing these are important things to know just in general. It's because no matter how much they try to tell you about new gun laws and things that they're going to do, like you're never going to take guns away. Like they're going to be here. They're already here. They're all over the place. There's so many illegal guns floating around. Like now they're making 3D printers that you can 3D print guns and stuff. So it's like,
yeah, I saw that. I was like, yo, what is going on, man?
Yeah, it's a different time, man. And so I think it's important that everybody understands about gun safety and gun handling and how to use one and how to clean it and how to aim it and how to properly pull it out before you take it to go get it looked at or whatever. Like understanding all the proper things to do, because you know we're out here blind to these things and it's not like it's going anywhere. So it's like you might as well start getting familiar and learning these things, because like you said, especially in the area like down there in Florida and it's certain, and even here in Virginia, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get.
Oh no, it's changed since I left, yo. It's been crazy since I left.
Yeah, man.
Real though.
They
like
always have gun shows here. They always have gun shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that happens. I mean, especially up in Northern Virginia, especially in Richmond and stuff. I mean, you know, it's a different thing out here. It's always been guns here though, because the laws aren't that strict here. The laws aren't that strict here, and it's not that hard a lot to get guns. Like I said, and just because
they were though. They were.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Shit changed, yo. There wasn't that gun laws in Virginia before I left, yo, was I say about a decade ago. It was strict.
right,
It was strict about a decade ago, but they're starting to loosen up. They're starting
right.
to loosen up now. Just like weed.
Yeah,
Guns is just
yeah,
like weed. You know what I mean? All that
yeah.
shit was illegal before. And now motherfuckers are starting to loosen up because they can gain goddamn money from it.
Hmm. And I mean,
So
it's a thing that's like a old understanding of America. America has had a love for weapons for a very long time, and that's why our military is so big, and that's why we have, these gun violence problems here in America because it's a distrust for government too. You know what I'm saying? And it's
word.
like they say, it's the last line of defense against tyranny and for martial law for them to try to take over. It's like, well, if you know that you have a public that's armed and they're heavily armed and that they have damn near the same weapons that you have, it kind of makes you not want to do quite as many things as you would do if you knew that everybody didn't have these weapons. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I think, like I said, beyond everything, it's just a good thing because the world is breeding enough of the gap between now who has and who doesn't have. So those who don't have are starting to get a little bit more desperate and willing to do a lot more things. And you know, you don't want to have to do things, but with again, if faced with a situation where you don't have any other choice and somebody's basically, for them, it's dire straits. Like they're willing to go to jail or to whatever for this. Is like, well, then, I got to do what I got to do. Like I can't help that.
That's when you match energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you match energy. We was
Mm-hmm.
talking about before with the old head and the young guy. You know what I mean? You don't want to match no old head and no young guy energy. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
gonna escalate further, and somebody gonna lose their life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if it's you or me,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you
Like you breaking into my
match the
home,
energy.
or you trying to take my car, or you trying to like do something
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like, yeah, I don't have many choices. Like you're not leaving me
Yeah,
with many options. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. I ain't finna talk to no bullet. You can't have a conversation with one of those. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't be no mediator with no fucking a bullet.
Nah, nah. You can't. You don't box those. You don't
uh-uh.
with that. But
Let's
that yeah,
talk about this bullet. Let's just
yeah.
talk about this.
Wait a second. Wait. Look. See now, if you understood the ramifications of what you were about to do, maybe you would. But yeah, no, I was talking about that earlier. There was a video clip I seen of some like surveillance camera outside of some sort of store or something, and it was a lady with her daughter, and there was like a few other people around on the street corner. And as she's walking, her daughter kind of lags behind. She went back and like grabbed her daughter's hand, keeps walking. When you see this guy just come into the frame, like he just got out of his car and hopped out onto the sidewalk with them and had a gun and was like trying to rob the lady. You know what I'm saying? And then like started grabbing for her daughter. And then you can see like in the corner, there's another lady that's standing off to the side, and she looks like she's scared, but she's actually reaching in her purse, and she pulls out her gun and she walks right
Mm-hmm.
up to the dude when he's not looking and shot him right in the stomach. Then he fell on the
Yep.
ground, dropped the gun, and she held him down with her foot and you know what I'm saying, just made sure that he didn't go anywhere. So, that's the world we live in. Sometimes, the guns ain't going anywhere, like you said. So might as well start letting people be properly trained and understanding what to do with these things in a situation where they can be of some real assistance and help other people.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. Cause I ain't saving no motherfucker. I
Oh
don't want to
shit.
be mean. I don't want to be mean. Look, for real
Oh
though.
shit. Nah,
For
keep it
real though.
real.
Look,
Keep it
nah,
real.
look, because this is what I learned in the class, and this is how I thought before I was in the
Okay.
class. So I'm glad that the guy kind of reminded me to keep
Confirmed
thinking this
for
way.
you.
Yeah, man. He was like, man, look, if you got your concealed carry and some shit happen, and you might be by yourself or you might be with some loved ones, your main priority is to pretty much protect you and your loved ones.
Right.
You ain't finna set out to be no hero. You know what I mean? You
Right.
didn't take this training class to be no hero. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right. Do not
I'm
turn
not
into
finna
Steven
save the day.
Seagal or Jean Claude Van
Right.
Damme out here, or none of these
Right.
motherfuckers.
Heroes die.
Yeah, they
Heroes
do.
get hurt. Heroes get shot.
Those are
Shit.
movies.
Right. Right. Even in the goddamn movies, heroes
Yeah,
die.
but
Shit.
definitely those are movies. Like those
Ex-
guys,
ex-
and they're shooting blanks and shit. So,
right. Right. He missed all them shots that he shot.
yeah, exactly.
I ain't finna say, look. Now maybe if if the opportunity presented itself and it was clear, and I was like, maybe I could save the day. You know what I mean?
Right,
And it was just like, hey, it was like either two choices, like you can save the day or you can just ignore it.
right,
If I had those type of two choices, then maybe I might intervene.
right,
You know what I mean? But
right.
if I gotta fucking plan out a tactical military, bitch, you
Oh
on your
man,
own. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Nah,
I'm
I feel you.
sorry.
Like I
You
said,
know what I mean?
in a moment where you're already present while something is going down, and it seems like, well, it looks like maybe I'm trying to save them, but really, it's beneficial to all of us right now in this situation that I take this guy out because
Word.
it looks like I'm trying to be the hero, but it's more like, yo, I'm in this situation. He's trying to be dangerous, and I don't want to be a part of it. Here's the way we stop that. Pow.
Fact.
Now, now the danger's
Fact.
over.
Right. See, yeah. See, you get it. You
Yeah.
get it. You know what I mean? Because you might be with your sister or something. You know what I mean? Or you
Hmm.
might be with your mom. You might be with you know what I mean? Both of your
Yeah.
siblings and your mom,
Hmm.
and y'all out just fucking, I don't know, enjoying a fucking park.
Right.
Somebody come out trying to shoot shit up or trying to ride motherfuckers or you know what I mean? Anything,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But you know he got a weapon.
Yep.
You have yours.
Hmm.
Your first instinct is most likely, man, let's get the hell out of here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Let's just get
Let's
out of
go
here.
ahead. I got y'all if anything comes near. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I got y'all. But I'm sorry about y'all. I'm sorry about them.
Yeah.
God rest y'all if you know what I mean. So if y'all do pass or whatever happens to you know what I mean,
Oh,
but but I'm protecting my loved ones,
yeah.
man. I'm protecting my
Nah, I
loved ones.
feel you.
That's forget that. That's how I've always thought. And the fact that the instructor said that, I was like, man, you all right. You all right. I'm not a
Oh.
hero, man. I wasn't born to be no hero. I can't fly.
Yeah, no. That's what
Shit.
yeah, we don't stop bullets, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
nah. I
So,
get high and stay grounded. I don't fly.
yeah.
Goddamn.
Nah, I feel you. For sure. For sure. Yeah, that's not the wave, people. I'm sorry. Don't do it to yourself, man.
Straight up.
You know, unless you're truly some sort of tactical trained person who is like in the military or something like that, then
Right.
you know,
Right.
just don't try to play those roles just because you've gone to a class and learned how to hold a weapon and all these things. Like,
Hmm.
no, no,
Now, if it was an undercover cop, like now off duty, I mean, you know what I mean?
right.
Go be a hero.
Yeah. You're
That's
trained
in
in
you.
this.
You've been exactly.
You're
You're
trained in
trained to
this.
be that.
You know what these
So
people will usually react like. You can usually look at people. Yeah, there's people who understand a little bit more. And yeah, that's why I said until you're aware more about how people usually react in these situations, don't try to analyze the situation because you watched a fucking Jason Bourne movie or some shit and try to act like you know
yeah.
what he's
I'm
about to
about to
do
John
now.
Wick these niggas right here.
Yeah, or that you think you fucking Denzel from fucking Equalizer and shit, and you gonna set your little timer and shit. You gonna get slapped, gun butted, and then shot. That's not a good look, man.
Ain't gonna be no equal sign. It's gonna be a goddamn
No,
minus sign. It's gonna be a minus
yeah,
you.
minus. You just got subtracted. Subtraction.
The
That's your.
subtractor.
That's your ass. Oh man,
That movie
yeah.
gonna last like 2 minutes. The
Yep.
subtractor.
The subtractor. Scene one. Over. That's it. That's the movie. Yeah. It's a short. It's a short film.
It's a vine. It's a vine. It was only meant for
Oh, it's
Facebook.
a
It was only meant
vine. Oh man. TikTok. This is a TikTok just made.
Hell yeah.
Uh, oh man. Oh, okay. Well, Off the guns, man. Off the guns.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little bit of music talk, man.
Oh man.
What's really been your sound, so to speak, recently? What's been some of the main artists uh or types of music even just that you've kind of been gravitating to?
You know what? Let me tell you something. It's been weird. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
Because I've been listening to everything, yo.
right.
It's not even just hip hop, yo.
Yeah,
And it's been like this for a while, yo. It's been like this before I even left Virginia,
yeah,
but
yeah.
more so now because I'm by myself and I can just zone out to. I mean, I'm not by myself, you know. I'm with Sam or whatnot, but I
Right.
can just leave the room and come to my car or whatnot
And
and
vibe.
just exactly.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it's amazing, yo. I say I find myself listening to Paramore.
Word, word.
I
Nah, I
love
mean,
her, yo.
you're
I love them.
listening. You're listening, I think, to music that has a little bit more like storytelling and emotion, and you know,
Hmm.
because I mean, not that hip hop doesn't, and there's some great hip hop and stuff that has that element, but alternative rock, especially, and you know what I'm saying, and good soul music and stuff. Those are like really story based, and it's like the lyrics aren't rapidy rap lyrical miracle over the top shit. It's just plain like life shit, you know what I'm saying? And like,
Right,
and yeah, I'm not 100% familiar with Paramore. I know who they are though, and I understand what their sound is, like what they're doing, you know. It's
right.
But yeah, what else, like, as far as like that same realm, is that's kind of been the main stuff like that, or is just even more than that?
No, no. Um, I got the freaking latest Anderson Paak album. I got the latest um
Word, Anderson Paak is fucking
uh
dope, man.
I got the latest Royce album.
Ooh, yeah, that's an incredible album too, man. That's
Oh
an
my
incredible,
god.
incredible album.
I
We've
can't
talked
stop
about
listening
that.
to that.
Yeah, Steve. Shouts out Steve B. We were talking about that, and he was saying like that's like his top album right now, like for the
Yes,
year so far for the
by
year.
far. By far, man.
Yeah, because
By far.
there's a lot of layers that album has, and conceptually the title and what it stands for is it's extremely well timed that it's coming out right
Yes.
now, and like the depths of what that concept means. If anybody doesn't know, the album is called The Allegory. It's about Plato's allegory, which is about the man in the cave and looking at being living in a cave your whole life, and there's light that's coming in and all you see is the shadows against the wall, and for you that's reality. So you've always assumed that that's just what's real and that's how things go, and that's just because you can't see what's really happening. And so imagine somebody's able to get out, you know, of the cave, and they see what the reality really is, and then they try to come back and explain it to you. It's going to be so impossible for you to even understand because you don't have any of the understanding or the language or anything to even understand what he's talking about, you know,
Right.
because you've never seen it before. You have no way of, there's no primers, there's no nothing for you to go off of to have any understanding of what he's trying to explain to you. You know what I'm saying? And until you see it sometimes, and that's life, you know what I'm saying? Some of these things we wanted to know when we were kids, like we talk about it. I think me and Darian were saying it too, to Baker, about when you listen to music when you were younger that now you listen to as an older person, and the depth of it, how much it more it hits you, and how much more the
Hmm.
lyrics mean to you, and how much more you understand like what they were saying, and like how when you were a kid it was just you liked how it sounded, and the words were cool, but it didn't really mean as much to you. The words didn't really
Right.
matter too much. You
It
know what
was
I mean?
easy to memorize. It was easier to memorize songs back then because, like you said, because the words didn't mean anything. It was just
Mm-hmm.
words. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But once you like you said, when you get older and you memorize the words still,
Yeah.
but it hits you different. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, oh man, yeah, he's actually speaking. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. That's absolutely right with that.
Yeah, man. The
That's why I've
music.
been venturing out. That's why I've been just listening to everything because hip hop isn't the only genre. We're not the only ones speaking,
Right.
and and the I can relate. I can relate to a lot of stuff that if I can understand it, you know what I mean? I can't do the scream of, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't do all
I feel you.
that,
I feel you. Yeah, Diz
but
try to get me to listen to some of that sometimes, and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm not mad at their musical ability. Like, they're not. They're clearly talented. They clearly can do music. It's just that
right,
I personally can't really understand it. It's like certain, frequencies of music maybe just literally don't fit for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still have a respect and regard for their talent, but still just be like, yo, it's literally it doesn't even fit with my chemistry. Like my body won't
right,
like it's I'm not gonna get it. I don't live anywhere in their lives or what they're thinking when they're thinking of the I don't know. It doesn't make it's not for me. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel you.
That's probably
I
one of the
feel
only genres for me. Like that, the screamo rap, I mean screamo like rock or whatever, and some of the heavier dubstep, like the dark dubstep stuff or whatever, some of that is
you.
just not for me. Um, but yeah, pretty much like you're saying, like I'm open to listening to most music. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot, like you said, outside of hip hop, but even like what they're considering neo soul these days, like you said, like the Anderson Pox and the Sirs, and you know what I'm saying, these kind of artists who are like BJ the Chicago Kid, these are like
Yes, he's
they're
dope.
they're really you know they're really to me the hip hop R&B artists in terms of like they can really rap, but they're super melodic and they're wise about it. They're not like
Right,
they're not trying to be singers or whatever because they really are. They're really trained in it or they really have studied, you know what I'm saying, and understand just certain ways of making shit sound good. Like there's yeah. They're natural artists, you know what I'm saying? Like but yeah, man, I feel you, man. Getting to hear music now with experience and having been through some things. And so now
yeah,
the music just feels different. So now it's like you understand, like, yo, damn, he maybe went through the same thing as me, or they're really talking
right,
about some of the same shit I seen. Like,
right. It's been rough, man. Like the, I say the last 3 months, man. It's been crazy here, man. Just trying to financially stay stable, mentally stay stable. You know, it's just been rough. And the only thing that's really helping is music, and
yeah,
it doesn't matter where it comes from. You know what I mean? And
yeah, music is super powerful. Um, and I mean, we don't even really give it the true reverence that it deserves. You know, why do you think religious people are so almost every religion you can point to music is a huge part of it, you know?
mhm,
Because there's vibrations that are being created with music. You know what I mean? There's certain instruments that create certain frequencies and certain words when said and then said together with a bunch of people, they create a certain frequency and they create a certain vibration that literally heals people. They know sound is a healing thing. They know this, and that's why you have like the singing bowls that people use, like when meditating and stuff, that they let off different frequencies and stuff. Like music is truly like a thing that it's a high level thing that if people were to understand a little bit more about harmonics and frequencies and like how our bodies are tuned and stuff, like you could literally probably heal yourself from a lot of things just by the right tones and the right harmonies played together at the same time. Like and there's music that's doing that, like you said, because then unfortunately there's a lot of music that's set to high frequencies that's not really good for us. You know what I mean? But there's some good music that you can just naturally, we've all had songs or music we listen to. You literally can tell, like I can feel this song. It's not
yes.
something I'm making up. It's not like I'm trying to say some kind of like, but no, I literally like I'm hearing it, but no, it's something going on inside of my body I can't even like give words to sometimes. And
You know what? You know what song made me feel that way? Fucking A Day in the Life.
ooh, what's that? Who's that?
That's our stuff.
Oh,
It's
wow.
so
I didn't
old.
even
I was
remember.
expecting you. I was
I
expecting
didn't
you to
even
be like, yo,
remember
that's
that.
why I didn't say it was us at first. You know?
Wow. That's
That's
crazy. But now I remember right when you said it, it started playing in my head a little bit. I kind of can hear it now. I kind of can hear it a little bit. That's too
that
funny.
song, man. That made me feel something because it was all three of us. It was me, you, and Darren. It was
Yeah.
all the baker. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't, you know.
Yeah.
It
Nah.
was,
He knows.
yeah. And we all. I think that was the first song we all did together when I first
Right.
got back from Ohio.
Oh, okay. I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Man,
and
day in the life.
I felt something then. Yo. That sticks with me. That still motivates me to write. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
I'll write a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna say I
Nah, man, but that's yo, that's a good segue, man. Like, what are those things that you usually uh I'm sure it's such a vague question because I feel like I already know the answer, but like what usually draws inspiration, for you? Like what kind of things, or what is it recently, maybe I should say, because I'm sure it's been a lot of different things, but what do you think has been hitting you the most that you can say has been something that kind of comes up a lot when you're writing something?
porn.
What? Hey, yo, keeping it real here on
Porn.
the Words of the podcast. Oh man,
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I was I was watching some shit.
I was watching something,
Yeah, I mean, I was watching, you know what I mean?
naturally.
And yeah, I'm a grown man. Shoot, I don't
Exactly,
care.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Ain't like I was doing other things. I said I was watching. That's all I was
Yes,
doing was watching.
exactly. Just
You know
watching.
what I mean?
I got eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot. So I'm watching some things, and I kind of got inspired by the beat in the background.
Ooh, yeah, they be having some fire beats sometimes, man. Old joints,
Real
man.
stuff. That's real. That's
Yeah,
real.
man.
And I started, and I wrote a 16.
Mm,
I ain't even gonna lie.
that's
I
tight.
wrote a 16. It's kind of like on some WAP.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
right,
You
right,
know what I mean?
right.
I ain't even gonna front to you. You know what I mean? Because
It's some nasty shit,
I've been
man.
that
Like
way.
that's like the old
That's
Luke shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's nasty, and it's meant it's like or like even way earlier than that. Old blowfly shit, you know what I'm saying? And like
Word.
just talking shit, and you know what I'm saying? And like, yo, yeah, this is grown music. I didn't say I was making this for fucking 10-year-olds to listen to. I'm grown. So
Facts.
I'm making grown music. We talk about grown things. Like and these are grown things that I'm talking about. So, get with it or don't listen to it.
Yeah,
That's fine with me.
exactly. Exactly. And for real, like I've never I've never sat there. I won't say I've never, but it's seldom that a man will sit there and just watch. Shit, I got this old lady. I got this old lady walking out. Let me. I'm loud as shit. I got my windows down. Old lady walking her dog and shit. Let me. If I'd have said it
Yeah,
right there,
man.
she'd have been right beside my window. She'd have probably looked over like, "What the fuck is going on here?" You know
Oh
what I mean?
shit.
But no, I've never. It's seldom that a dude sits there and just watches porn without, you know what I mean,
Right.
getting his goddamn shit off real
Getting the
quick.
shit off, you know what I'm saying?
But I wasn't in that mood, you know what I mean? I just
Right.
was watching it, and then the beat was like, I was like, yo, this shit kind of hard. So,
Pun intended.
yeah, 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 damn. Yeah, I'm glad you
Oh,
said that.
go ahead.
That's funny. That's funny. I want to eat
Oh man. Oh
but
man.
I say it kind of slapped, but I can't say that either. But
Yeah, but it does, I guess.
yeah, but yeah, and I went on YouTube and put the same tempo on, and started writing.
Yeah.
style of writing, and that's the
And
latest thing.
it just like wrote itself basically. Like you just, it
Pretty
wasn't
much.
like it didn't take much time, did it?
No, no. To be honest, it took about because I like to perfect shit and I like to memorize
Yeah.
my
So
shit. So
you're doing it all at the same time. Like as you're writing it, you're remembering it. Like you're trying to get it
exactly,
all done at the same time.
exactly. Because I can memorize it now, and I wrote it a couple days ago. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
if I ever
that's
went
like,
into the studio and laid it, it wouldn't even. It could be all emotion. It wouldn't sound like I was reading it. You know.
yeah, I feel you. Trust me, I'm the same way. Like I don't like to go in there and be reading something or, trying to, go back in and get it off my phone and whatever. Like I try my best to be 100% aware of what I'm saying. Because like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it comes off that way and it just feels different. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel the
Right.
same.
Right. Like that's how it was. Like, all right. How many times have you performed and rapped the same way that you rapped in the studio? It doesn't happen. You know what
No,
I mean?
it
It doesn't
doesn't.
happen because by the time you perform it, it's second nature. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You've already
exactly.
said it so many times before you got in the studio. When you got in the studio, you laid it down like how you wanted to lay it down on the track, like how you wanted to listen to it in a car or whatever. But
Right.
when you go and perform it, it's more emotional because it's more of you being
Yeah.
let out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even the words; it's more you.
Right.
And if everybody feeling you, the words will come. You know what I mean? The words will be right there. Like they
Yeah.
feel your energy. So I'm like, well, shit, he hype. He's doing it, you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me listen
Yeah.
to what he's saying. And if it matches, shit.
Yeah.
Who can
Yeah.
tell you anything?
You're right. No, you're right.
Shit.
When you're convinced of yourself and you're not guessing, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I was saying a lot with me and DeBaker would talk about, stuff that we're trying to do, when you're trying to do anything, the beginning, like you said, is an unknown. But once you're ready to like have this be consumed or heard or whatever for other people, that shit should sound like you've known this your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it needs to be something that's just an extension of you. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be something you're trying to force people to hear you in it. Like, yo, you see how I said this? That's like, cause I'd be thinking like this. Nah, when they hear it, they're like, oh, I get it. Like it makes sense. Like they don't have to
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they see you, they hear the words, they recognize the things that, and especially now within, the social media era, you can be creating sort of a narrative for yourself through, like I'm trying to do now with the podcast and just whatever you share on your social media, people can now get a feel for who you are. And so now I don't have to try to explain myself in my raps or try to tell people who I am all the time. Like, nah, you're gonna know who I am because I express it in a
Exactly.
lot of different ways. And so now people know I'm not playing a role to people in different situations. I'm just gonna be me and express different parts of me in different areas. You know what I mean? And so
Facts.
eventually you'll get a full picture of me, and then I don't have to feel like I have to appease certain people or do a certain thing in a certain way. It's like, no, because now people know who I am. So now I'm just basically putting out the call to people like, yo, hey, if you like these things or if you agree with what I'm talking about, hey, I'm right here. You want to come talk to me? Cool. What's up? It's not about like, I'm not forcing you to come and like me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. We that comes with age.
Yeah,
That comes with experience.
that's
Like
true.
that I don't have to I don't I've already accepted everything who I like all of me. I've accepted all of
Yeah.
me. You know what I
If
mean? So
yeah,
who cares if you don't? You know what I
right.
mean? You know,
100%.
so that's just how like you said that comes with age, that comes with experience, and that yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
That's
just
how I
gotta be
feel now.
you. You gotta be you. And you've over time, like you said, uh through time, hopefully we're lucky enough to get enough time to learn that, like, yo, because I don't know where it comes from, how, like I've seen it in within a lot of people. I've seen it in myself at times, like where did it go, or what was the reasoning behind a lot of like the feelings of like being inadequate or feeling like I couldn't do things or like why would I, or why do I still sometimes feel like I sabotage things, like mess it up before it can get best? Because
Yeah.
it's like a habit, you know what I'm saying? It feels like a habit, and so the comfort of it sometimes is best. Or at least I tell myself that, you know what I mean? And other people
Right.
do too. But it's like a lot of times once you do that thing that you might be afraid of or you're trying to talk yourself out of, you do it, you realize it usually isn't that big of a deal and you actually kind of liked it. And then you're like, man, what the fuck was I waiting for? Like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know, like
All this anxiety and
it's
it shouldn't be there. You
unnecessary.
know what I mean?
It's
Right.
unnecessary. I mean, we all have a need, I think, to understand what our emotions are and like why we feel certain things, but then we got to learn how to like push through and like get logical on it and be like, okay, so when I feel this, it's usually because these types of things are happening. So my mind is telling me maybe I should work on ways to avoid those things happening anymore. Okay, now I know I need to avoid those things. What are the ways I can avoid those things? Like start breaking it down into steps and looking at how can I make sure that I know what my triggers are. Like what usually sets me off. What usually if somebody does or says to me, or if I watch this thing or whatever, what usually makes me get like amped up and feel anxious. And when you can realize those things, then you can start like trying to chill, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more. You know what I mean? And start like realizing, oh, it ain't that big of a deal. Like,
Yeah. My bad. I lost you for a second.
oh, where? No, I seen you. The shit changed to like what is that? An orange with it looks like Trump.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
shit!
forgot I put that up there.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, "What the fuck is that? Is that orange?"
I forgot I put that up there, yo.
Oh my god!
Oh
Oh,
man, I need to change that shit. I
oh
I was
man,
just joking them, you
nah.
guys. I was just joking them.
Oh man, fuck him, man. Fuck him. But look, man, it was good to have a chat, man, and laugh and have a good time, man. We'll definitely do this some more, man, and we got to keep in touch, man, as the new year approaches, man. 2020, I hate to even like try to say it was a bust because I'm still pushing and working and trying to do things, but I want to get everybody on the up and up so that we're ready to go for 2021 and start like really pushing on different aspects of music and whatever else, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. Like I said, 100%. I think I'm gonna be probably here in Florida for good.
Word. No, I feel
You
you.
know what I mean? Because they talking about, you know what I mean. I think maybe this ain't you know what I mean engraved, but this ain't set in
Right.
stone. They talking about giving us this crib
Word.
once they
Okay.
once they you know move once her parents move.
That's what's
So
up. That's what's up, man.
yeah,
Well, I feel you, man. But we're gonna keep things moving, man, because we about to be national, international and shit. That's the thing, man. We ain't out here just trying to small time it, you know what I mean? We trying to, you know, do
yeah,
it like
yeah,
do it like the big dogs, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. If you ain't no big dog, get your ass or stay on the porch. Or how they say
Yeah, something
it?
like that. I've heard that before.
something, something about porches and dogs.
Yeah. But yeah, man. This is the Words Illah podcast. I was here with my man MIC. Y'all make sure y'all where can they follow you at if they wanted to chat it up or hit you up about anything, man?
All right, you can follow me at nowhere because I don't want to talk to anybody.
Woo! Just know he'll pop out when he feels like it.
Pretty much, I don't want to be followed,
You
and I
know?
don't want to follow.
I dig it. I dig it. I
So
dig it.
you
But
can
that's what's
find
up.
me when you find me.
Ooh, exactly. Just be on the lookout, guys. That's all we can say, man. And yeah, so we out of here, y'all. Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Words Ella, man. It was good chopping it up, man. Like I
Yeah,
said, you fam, it's been too long. We
yeah,
gotta,
man.
like you said, we gotta do it again. We have to do it again soon.
Definitely, definitely. Till next
All right.
time, I'm out of here. We out of here.
Yo.